Happy Tuesday, November 25th, and apparently also shopping reminder day, which feels like a push notification dressed as a holiday. This is CoeCast, I'm Hunter.
And I'm Riley. Today's episode was made completely with AI. We're road testing Microsoft Vibe Voice 7B as our end-to-end voice engine. So if it gets a little spicy or weird, that's the point. We keep the blemishes in.
Lead story, Google leapfrogs ChatGPT, at least according to the vibes on X. Mark Benioff posted, "Holy shit, I've used ChatGPT every day for 3 years. Just spent 2 hours on Gemini 3, I'm not going back. The leap is insane, reasoning speed, images, video, everything is sharper and faster. It feels like the world just changed, again. Heart robot face?"
The Benioff bat signal. Okay, so, oh wow, huge endorsement. But if you're an enterprise leader, do you follow the tweet or follow your evals?
Treat it like a weather alert, not a wedding proposal. It's a strong signal from someone who lives in enterprise software. But your model choice should ride on your workloads, your privacy posture, and your cost ceiling. Pilot Gemini 3 in shadow mode against your top 3 jobs, then decide.
Yep. And don't forget the boring bits that keep you safe. Data retention off by default where you can get it, no training on your prompts or outputs in your enterprise tenants, right to switch providers with no penalty, and an exit plan for your data. Vibes are not a procurement strategy.
Facts. With model wars heating up, the defensive move is model-agnostic architecture. That means an API shim so your app talks one dialect even if the model behind it changes. OpenAI-compatible endpoints, a router like Lite LLM or an equivalent gateway, and typed outputs so you're validating JSON instead of vibes.
Hold up, I'm going to challenge you. Routers are great, but a lot of teams ship with provider-native stacks like Vertex AI or Bedrock because you get governance and billing out of the box. Is that lock-in?
It can be if your prompts and tool specs depend on a vendor's proprietary features. The play is hybrid. Use Vertex or Bedrock for security and monitoring, but keep your prompt libraries, tool schemas, and evals portable. Store prompts in plain text or YAML, not in a magical studio where you can't export.
And keep your UX, analytics, and compliance layers separate from the model, so when you swap the brain, you don't rewire the whole body. I'd add a validator layer that enforces schema, tone, and claims before anything publishes. Humans stay in the loop for the spicy stuff.
Exactly. On procurement, add a model writer to your MSA. It should include provider neutrality, data residency terms, SLOs and SLAs by endpoint, disclosure on retraining policies, audit rights, and a portability clause. Also, pre-approve at least one fallback model and document switch thresholds, like latency or accuracy drift.
And if you're a marketing-led team without a giant ML ops crew, here's a benchmark kit you can actually run. Make a golden set of tasks you care about. Product copy with claims, research to outline to script, image to structured tags, video to shot list, and a few retrieval Q&A with citations. Measure 5 things: reasoning score by human graders, multimodal accuracy on structured checks, latency at peak hours, hallucination rate via claim validators, and real cost per approved asset. Do a dry run regularly so you don't get surprised by drift.
Love that. And when a new model claims a moon jump, run a hype filter. Is there a real API with quotas you can test this week? Do tool calls work on your tools, not just theirs? Does it hold the same answer across reruns? And can it pass your brand and claims validators at speed you can afford?
Also test long context for real. Throw in a fat deck or a messy spreadsheet and ask questions you already know the answer to. If it loses the thread or gets slow and expensive, that's not a production win, it's a demo win.
Architecture patterns that make swapping easy. 1. An API shim that standardizes requests and responses. 2. Function and tool spec catalogs stored in version control. 3. Prompt templates that compile to each model's style, with a small set of per-model overrides. 4. A message bus for orchestration so your UX and logging don't care which model ran.
And a router policy. Route routine tasks to smaller, cheaper models, escalate only when confidence is low or a claim appears. That keeps budget sane and lets you run multiple models in parallel without blowing up your bill.
Prompt retuning versus translation layers? My take: keep a translation layer so your system can run many models, and then maintain a handful of model-specific prompt tweaks for your top use cases. Don't rewrite your entire library every time some leaderboard flips.
Governance. Oof, we need that. Put machine critics everywhere. Schema checks, claim source checks, PII scrubbing, profanity, fairness audits, log model version, prompts, and sources with every asset. Add canary prompts that run regularly to catch drift. And shadow mode any big switch before you go live.
Team skills to prioritize a workflow automation builder who lives in tools like N8HN and can wire APIs fast. A prompt engineer who owns evals and schemas, not just clever words. An integration-minded developer for the router and observability. Vendor ops to keep contracts, SLAs, and costs honest, and a counsel who knows DPAs and AI policy.
Okay, quick what else happened tour because the ecosystem was noisy. Anthropic dropped Claude Opus 4.5 with better coding chops, long context reasoning, and tool use. Early tests show it breaking 80% on SUE bench verified type coding tasks, and they're pushing safety features to curb deception. That's a shot at the enterprise developer stack, not just chatbots. Meanwhile, President Trump signed the Genesis Mission Executive Order, basically a federal Let's Light Up AI for Science move with coordinated R&D and government data access. Supporters see a national-scale accelerator for drug discovery and climate. Critics worry about ethical guardrails. And Amazon committed up to $50 billion to AI and supercomputing capacity for U.S. agencies with new data centers and a mix of custom Trainium chips and partner GPUs, which pairs with all the chatter about domestic AI hardware supply chains. Translation infra is getting real money, public sector demand is going up, and the frontier model race isn't just OpenAI versus Google anymore. Also, for everyone building creative ops, this is a reminder. Compute, data access, and governance rails are becoming competitive moats. Big picture, strong models plus strong plumbing is where the wins happen.
That plumbing point matches what we wrote on the blog about Gemini 3. The win isn't just higher reasoning, it's cleaner API paths into actual workflows. If your stack treats models like interchangeable parts, you can capitalize when a leap hits without a rewrite.
For creators and marketers, here's the workflow cheat code. Keep your content schemas strict. Keep your prompts and critics in source control. Use a router so you can tap Gemini 3 for heavy multimodal reasoning, Claude for coding or analysis, and a smaller model for drafts. Your defensibility is the loop, not the logo on the model.
And for anyone tempted to jump purely on Benioff's enthusiasm, do the same thing. Spin up a 2-week bake-off. Same prompts, same assets, same validators, clear budget caps. Pick the winner per task, not per brand.
And oh, last thing. Multimodal matters. If your day is images to storyboards to shot lists to reels, Gemini 3 shipping stronger multimodal reasoning across text, images, audio, and video is exciting. But prove it by extracting structured tags from your reel footage and measuring how many human edits you still need.
Agreed. The future's not human or machine, it's human plus machine, with automation clearing the grind so your taste and strategy shine.
All right, that's our time. If Shopping Reminder Day guilted you into anything, let it be subscribing to this pod. Kidding. Kind of.
Thanks for hanging with us on KoiCast. For deeper dives and practical playbooks, hit koi.com/resources, subscribe, share with a friend, and we'll catch you next time.
Bye! And someone set a router to remind me not to impulse buy another AI video plugin.